Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing Historic Brawl. This was supposed to be last week. Actually, last week was supposed to be Standard Brawl. Looks like, well, at least we're getting Historic, and usually people do not complain when it's Historic Brawl. We are going to be doing a little bit something, it's honestly a bit more memey than actual powerful play. But it's gonna be kind of fine. So this is Omnath Locus of Rage. This one originally came out Battle for Zendikar, so we are getting Omnath Locus of Rage from the Explorer Anthology. Explorer Anthology? Or was that one of the historic anthologies? I think we got that from Explorer Anthology. Let me do a sanity check on that one. We got it from the Explorer Anthology. I believe we got it the same with Senegal. So this is Explorer Anthology 3. Thank you very much. Sanity check, still kind of same. So what is Omnath Locus of Rage do? Probably one of the lesser known ones. Most people know the monocolored one and the other colored ones. The four colored one is the most well known for being the most busted. Omnath Locus of Rage, 7 mana for a 5/5 elemental with the landfall trigger that nets you a 5/5 red and green elemental token. And whenever Omnath or another elemental you control dies, Omnath deals 3 damage to any target. So it's pretty much ramped into making a lot of elementals. Now you notice that our deck is heavy on 1, 2, and 3 drops because these are pretty much what help us get to the 7 mana. So down in green we have Delighted Halfling, Elvish Mystic, Elvish Reclaimer, Llanowar Elves, Kami, Arboreal Grazer. Those the usual suspects for getting us ramped up into our early plays. Our red spells are mostly 1 mana. We have a lot of 1 mana burn spells up here. This is mostly anti-Ragavan stuff. But then over here in the 2-drop slot, we have a lot of these are a bunch of additional mana ramp, mostly in the form of land ramp. Shigeki is a pretty good one. We have a few other random elementals, a few cards that play along with having a lot of lands in the battlefield. We want to hit our 3 mana because most of our mana ramp spells are on 3. We have actually the tireless pair pretty much making very good use of landfall. Course of Crewfix helps us hit our additional land drops. Rada Heart of Keld also kind of does the same thing. So it's pretty much a lot of early ramp and hitting into one of our big cards here. That's pretty much the long and short of it. We're not playing the most busted deck. But this one is pretty much fine for the most part. It's very straightforward. There are not that many complex decisions to make. So it's a nice deck to chill with. That said, we are awfully vulnerable to a lot of early removal and whatnot. So if we can't hit our 7, we're pretty much doomed. That said, we are definitely keeping this one. Let's force our opponent to have removal for the turn 1 mana elf. Okay, they don't have it. We'll attack first. Yeah, they don't have it quite yet. We'll play the turn 2 mana elf. Next turn we can go turn 3 into most likely we're going to be doing the +1 on Ren and 7. We could also play Zendikar's Royal, but we kind of want to hit our land drops first. 2 lands. Okay, not bad, not bad. So next turn we can go Zendikar Royal, play the rest of our lands. Our opponent is just going straight for a Shield Grid. Well, Shock's not gonna do it. We don't have enough cards to make an... well, it's also not enough. We kind of need more. So let's see how we do this. Okay, another two cards, another 2 smaller spells. Pretty good. One is going to be sitting back on Shielded for a while. Into a Kami of Morning, target you control, or when a creature control with greater mana value than this dice. So our opponent is going to want to land this in the yard. Okay, so they're targeting this one, so we're gonna snipe that. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a bit of a beating here. Return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. So we could play Strider. I want to just play Ruination. I just want to play Ruination here for now. So reveal a mountain or forest card from your hand. We can. We can then even place. We can probably just. We're also gonna do the -3 so we can get a relatively big enough creature. Play Strider. We are kind of opening ourselves up to a big board wipe, but then again, our situation's not so good anyway. Might as well let the board wipe happen if it does. When is this comfortable sitting back, which scares me quite a bit. So this does let us go wide a bit. I'm actually choosing not to play Ren quite right away. I probably should. I'm gonna let them also eat one of these guys. Maybe we could scare them. We technically don't have a land card in the yard, so we can actually cycle then Unholy Heat if it gets to that. One is just gonna block Shieldred. I think they do have a board wipe. So knowing that's what they have, we are going to actually just go Ren and 7 again. We're not going to play Omnath right away because and we could cycle this. We could probably play this. We're most likely going to. Yeah, I guess we do. Let's play something so that it doesn't look too suspicious. Our opponent doesn't know we have the Unholy Heat quite yet, but they know everything else in our hand. Opponent goes Blood Money for each non-token creature destroyed this way. You may create a tap treasure. So each non-token, so they will get 5 treasures, sure. Yeah, we should have cycled first. We goofed up there. But we're gonna cycle now. And can't have. Now we could play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We definitely want to play one more man. we kind of want to wait on playing Omnath, Locus of Rage, so we're gonna go Ren, go Multani. So this is how we rebuild. Let's see if our opponent has another board wipe. No, just another Shield Red, sure. They do have 7 mana, so a lot of things can happen. Yeah, we're gonna draw. So here's this. Yeah, never mind. Opponent conceded. We were going to just play Omnath, and I was thinking if I should play Omnath. I was gonna say we're gonna play Omnath. We're gonna play a land. We might even just play green to play our Boreal Grazer, though that locks us out of Unholy Heat, so we would have to make decisions right then and there. Turns out Zendikar's Roll kind of got us there. Though I would say our opponent also not doing much except for a Shield Red and a board wipe kind of helped us there as well. Anyway, that's a pretty solid game. Let's see if we can get some more out of it. This time, okay, we got something a bit more interesting. This time it's a Rat King deck. Now, knowing that it's a Rat King deck, expecting a lot of rat colonies, we cannot keep this hand. This one is a lot more keepable. Rat colony. We did reveal this, so we're gonna just play Dragon Master Outcast, then pass. So if our opponent does not have removal, yeah, I think this is the non-imaginative version, the no removal one. Now Cultivate, unfortunately, it's actually still not pretty good. It's one. It's still one. It's 1 in hand, 1 on the battlefield. And opponent concedes. Looks, our opponent figured that we were going to just we're gonna just ramp our way to the end. And after stumbling on turn 1 rat turn on losing the first 2 rats, they were gonna be very behind at that point. Although the next card in hand was just a struggle, but it's still pretty solid there. That is pretty much why I have a lot of 1 mana 2 damage spells. I probably could also fit in Spike Field Hazard if I really wanted to. Okay, this time it's mono white. This one is going to be a bit more problematic. We're going to have to be more judicious with our removal. So knowing that this is slow, this is better. We do go Courtier turn 1, so we have Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike. We can take our time with Lucamina. We do have a single copy of Atali because if you're ramping, you might as well ramp into one of the better spells. I also considered Kogla and Yadaro, but that one's probably better for the... That was probably a lot better for the Xenagos deck. That would have been really brutal there. At least we get Lucamina that helps us search up for a land. Nissa also helps us search for a land. Helps us with her landfall trigger as well. We are a ways away from casting either of these guys. Tyrant is fine, I guess. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up play is. Because this might be the least threatening part one of the... So we probably will be taking 2 damage for a while. Opponent's deciding what to drop to play. Adanto Vanguard. Okay, we're not... That's gonna be a bit annoying for a while. So you might as well really buy as much time as possible. If it's Enthusiasm, we need the lands, so we're going to just play Lucamina. We might even just throw Lucamina under the bus here. See, okay, not bad. Even got us a Stomping Ground. Next turn, we will go Invasion of Zendikar. This, unfortunately, Mephitz's Enthusiasm doesn't hit. Lightning Bolt does hit. Actually, Lightning Bolt on the Invasion is probably a good play. Opponent going for Adeline. So with this, we're going to just chump block the token. So we might actually just snipe Adeline instead. Yeah, I guess we will. Then next turn we can Invasion, then play Stomping Ground for Hold Up Bolt for the next card. And that should unlock... We most likely will play Atali first, but all that is probably fine too. Might as well swing. We are not planning to block. So opponent not going to be able to drop Adeline quite yet. They probably will start going white at this point. Usually the white deck will have a lot of 1, 2, 3s. Probably not that many 4s. Piece of Ancient Lore, okay. Heal up a bit. So we actually have a bit of a trick here. We can play Invasion of Zendikar and Stomping Ground. Search for our 2 lands. And we can just Lightning Bolt Invasion if we need a surprise blocker. Now Hope of Girapur until target player cannot cast non-creature spells. So we have to be careful in the timing on this one, because our opponent can snipe that from under us. Now we could also specialize Lucamina, so Bear Form is actually pretty good here. When it specializes or attacks. I guess Wolf Form is also going to be kind of annoying. Opponent goes for Adeline again. So probably not bolting. We might even just bolt the Hope of Fear. We might just even bolt the Hope of Girapur just to get it out of the way. You could also bolt Priest, but that's kinda mid. Until your next turn, so... But we are not planning... But we are planning to just drop this instead. Opponent's probably deciding if they... Okay, we're going to... bolt this one. The reason we don't bolt this is because if... Well, technically we can still cast it. So that's a way out of it. But we're not in any rush to take that out. Opponent's actually, in fact, going to let it go. So looking kind of dire. So we also have the option to Omnath into Forsaken Crossroads. We can also specialize for 3 mana. So if we specialize for 3, we have to pitch. Yeah, I don't want to pitch any of these. I'm guessing we're gonna name red just to scare our opponent, but doesn't really matter between that either two. And yeah, we're gonna keep that on top for obvious reasons. No attacks. So we Dauntless Bodyguard, probably just to protect Adeline, sure. We're gonna see if our opponent has another way to pump. Alice Lieutenant, that is a way to pump. Yeah. Let's see if our opponent... So with this, because this is the one that's protected, we're gonna use this to snipe Talia's Lieutenant instead. We could also snipe this one, but yeah, no rush. We're gonna snipe the Lieutenant. See, let's force them to have protection. Yes, they do have a protection spell. So got that out of the way. That's great. That's not so bad. Okay, so we'll play a Tally first in case we hit something with landfall. Let's see what we hit off our... Well, that snipes Adeline, alright. And opponent concedes. Well, yeah, I guess our opponent did not have an answer to a Tally on hand. I mean, we would usually be expecting the likes of Skyclave Apparition, Brutal Qatar, etc. Ossification would be annoying for us. But, yeah, sometimes you just, all it needs is a Tally. So let's go for one more game. See if we can keep running with this. Who would have thought that simply ramp is gonna be a very big deal? Actually, it did bring up a interesting discussion about. There was an interesting discussion on the nature of our resource system in this game. Like some people were saying that because some of your resources have to be other cards, it's very hard to. It actually makes it a bad system because it's not consistent. And to be fair, there will be non-games that happen. But I would also note that there is the flip side as well, where you are not able to manipulate resources as keen, where resources did not become quite as important or as an afterthought. Unlike in, so where this is a case where I could say Magic actually does a very good job. So next turn, I ideally want to play this turn 4, but probably not happening. Okay, we have an excuse to play turn 4 now. Opponent playing Legolas. They might actually just play Legolas first. Yep, they did. So a Braid is not gonna do it. We will have to Molten Impact it. Well, we're finding more and more excuses every day, I guess. Though I probably want to just play a regular forest instead, so we can hold up a grave. Next turn, Ashaya, some pretty good. Or we could just do Tireless Tracker, play land, then hold up a grade. That's also a play. Let's see if our opponent actually plays something. And Fish Restoration. Also, I did consider this card, but the ETB tapped condition is kind of ruins it. So there we go. Let's force our opponent to have something for this. Next turn we can just, because otherwise we'll just be drawing cards and just gonna keep going. Opponent plays Legolas. Whenever you cast, so most likely fight spells are the. So we're looking at 1 mana fight spells. I don't know if there's. I'm trying to think if there's a 1 mana instant fight spell, but yeah, because some well, that was their opportunity to get us. They did not. Ooh, we made a mistake. Or maybe not. We can, because okay, my ideal play is still to go Mephit's Enthusiasm. Force them to have the 1 mana protection spell. Yeah, we probably should have played this ETB untapped so that we had the option for this. And we might as well crack this. One, three, 5. So it's now 7 mana. This is probably the time our opponent would be playing every other card they have. Bilbo's Ring, sure. So did not hit a well, technically we did hit a land. Yeah, let's pay 3 life. Now there's an argument for casting this first, but I most likely want to just draw. I most likely want to just crack the 2 token here. Let's see. So this would be for channel. So we actually have to play this. And this is from hand, so we actually don't get to play this. But that's fine. And then we also just play Delight with that, because why not? So, can't. So not a very... So not so bad. Our opponent is still in the... is still kind of forced. Gonna swing first. Yeah, Fortune Frontier randomly hosting our opponent there. So we're gonna play Omnath, Locus of Rage. Play our mountain. We're not gonna Forest. We could play Druid class, but probably not. Yeah, let's just pass. Yeah, we do have the 1 Cultivator Colossus as kind of like a super 1-shot ramp, though probably not. Opponent really needs an out to Tireless Tracker. They need to have a way to at least snipe the artifact. Green is pretty good at that. Yeah, if our opponent does not have a random answer to Sword. So which one did he target? Targeting that, targeting that. Let's crack it. So even if we lose Locus of Rage, we already did the damage, so to speak. We're hoping to see if we can kind of break the sequence, but okay, that's fine. And take action. Trigger goes on top. Now, wait, Mage Duel is a fight, but well, we're aiming under face then. And that's it. Our opponent pretty much relied completely on Legolas. Legolas is good, but not good by himself. Legolas had friends. That's another land. I guess I could have... Yeah, doing it like this, just... Yeah, and there we go. That was a cute deck, if I may say so myself, but it's probably not a very... It's probably not... I was actually expecting a lot of protection. Like, I was expecting Snakeskin Veil, I was expecting Tamio safekeeping already at that point, but I didn't see any of those. Technically, our opponent should be playing more creatures. Relying on your commander does not help if after it dies the first few times. You can only cast your commander so many times. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications, and whatnot. And actually, in all this, I forgot to put the deck list up in the side. Anyway, the deck list is down in the description. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. Not every landfall creature made it. You really have to choose the better ones. But if you do get the good ones, you have the removal to take care of the early game, you should be fine. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.